On this episode, we'll be discussing if long distance relationships are always a bad idea, why you should never fight over a man, featuring Claudia and Gabrielle, and we'll share some of our listeners and our own surprising non deal breakers. Let's get started.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh my god, where have you been? I have to tell you something.
Girl, bring it. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Call Me Later podcast, where we will cover the personal, the popular, and the peculiar. I'm Loretta Rolonge.
And I'm Annie Steinberg. And you've now been dialed into our weekly call about relationships and dating,
pop culture and lifestyle,
and friendship and community in the city of Medellin.
No, you need to call me later. Hello? No, pero llámame ya. Hey, call me later.
My first question for you is, have you ever been in a long distance relationship?
Girl, I am the queen of long distance relationships. I just am. I know, I would say
Okay.
it is what it is. I've been on 2 on purpose long distance relationships, as in the relationship was temporary situations where either of us is traveling for a couple of months, and so we have long distance portions. However, I admit that I actually love a little break.
I have been in 2 long distance relationships in my life.
Uh-huh.
One of them was a complete disaster.
No, fuck. Okay.
Literally a disaster.
Uh-huh.
And it kind of planted a seed in me to say, I'm never doing long distance again in my life. I think it and always
Fair.
is a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
I then did it a second time because I had to go through something twice. I had to go through something
Because I
twice.
really have to make sure I learn my lesson.
Yeah. And I think there are some things to be said. If you're in a long distance relationship and you know when the end date is, we are long distance for this 1 literal year, then
Exactly.
I'm moving.
Like you're
they're
finishing your
moving.
masters, whatever.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Whereas if it's just, and also I'm going to add a second caveat, if you can financially withhold, that's the wrong term. If you can financially withhold, I said the same word again.
Twice. But you always have to do things twice to learn your lessons. That's okay.
If you can financially endure a long distance relationship, I think that's
Right,
also okay as
right.
well. Do you have money to be flying to each other here, there, and everywhere?
That's actually
Because-
very true. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you do, you're going to make it. Because you can say, okay, every 3 months, someone is coming to another person. But if you're broke and in love, that's already a recipe for hell.
In any case, and
Literally.
long distance, fuck, even worse.
And another caveat is time zones. Imagine
Yes.
you, Annie, in Colombia, dating someone in Australia. That's impossible.
No. I think the worst I've done is Europe. I think the longest time difference I've done is Europe or the Middle East. However, when I hear about people that are in relationships with like 17 hours, I'm like, how? When?
That's impossible.
It's impossible. It's impossible. Like your times will never match up
Ever.
fully. Ever. It's so hard.
I don't even believe that the Earth is 17 hours long. If it's 17 hours away, he's on the moon, which is why I say that's literally impossible. What do you mean that you're potentially a whole day ahead or behind me?
It doesn't add up. Are we being very
It
like
doesn't add up.
Eurocentric? Because like
Yeah,
I understand
probably.
the 6-7 hour, but 17 I'm like,
It doesn't exist.
I don't it doesn't work. It doesn't work in my brain.
It doesn't exist at all. And so the first long distance relationship I did when I was 21 years old. And
Uh-huh.
I went on holiday and I met him. And this was the guy that I apparently cheated on Reeve with, if you listen to episode 9.
Oh,
Apparently.
correct. I love how the Lord just builds,
Yeah,
Amazing.
Poor Reeve. I went on vacation and this guy was my brother's next door neighbor. And so we went,
okay.
we kissed. He apparently fingered me whilst I was dating someone else. That is my bad. I was
Apparently.
listen, hey, I was just a girly, right?
You were just a girly pop. Your
was a
frontal
girly.
lobe wasn't fully developed.
Exactly. I was barely into adulthood.
Prefrontal? Which one has to develop by 25?
Frontal lobe. Apparently that's 32
Okay.
now. It's not
32?
25. Yeah. Apparently the new research has come out, it's 32 now. This
Honestly,
could
I'll
be
take it.
fake news.
Whatever. That sounds amazing. I am not to be held responsible for anything I far, so that's cool.
And so this guy and I, we met, we were like kissing, and we were like, okay, come on holiday with me to Ghana. Annie, when I tell you that this man showed me hellfire on that
No.
vacation.
No,
So
Loretta.
you are gonna think so lowly of me, so low of me
I
once I
never
finish
could,
this
my baby
story.
girl.
No, baby,
Okay.
you will.
All right, I'm excited. Test me.
Because what had happened was he was from a poor family. I'm sorry, there's no other way to sugarcoat it. It's what it was, right? I was from a
It
poor
is what it
family
is.
too,
Uh-huh.
but he was poorer than me. And so he was like, oh, let's go. It was his idea. He's like, let's go to Ghana. I said, oh, amazing. And then he went, I think I've got a little bit of money saved so I can pay for my bus, because he's like, I cannot. The plane and we don't know each other.
Where were you? Sorry?
I was.
What
I
was the
in
starting
Nigeria.
point?
I was-
Nigeria. Okay, I was like, how the fuck? Okay. Sorry. A detail. Okay.
He then was like, so I'm going to get the bus, I'm going to pay for the bus, and I should be able to contribute a little bit to like the hotel and stuff. But if you could maybe like cover the like majority of it, then
Oh.
I would really appreciate that. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, listen, of course I can. Because one, I was stupid.
Yeah, and in love, I suppose.
I was very stupid.
Oh my
love.
God.
Love wasn't
Okay.
there. Like, obviously, I thought it was love in the moment. And
Right,
so
right.
it comes up to the trip. I booked my flight. I'm coming from London, by the way, to Ghana. So I'm flying. I can't not get the bus. I'll be there in 6 months.
Yeah.
And so I was in my final year of university at the time. I was saving up money from like bartending and working at restaurants. I was not flush with money to be paying for a man to come with me to Ghana.
No.
And a week before the trip, he turned around and he said, hey, so like I've not got enough money for the bus. Can you pay for the bus? And
No, but that was like the least that he was gonna do.
listen, and like an
Oh my
absolute
God.
fucking bobita, I paid the money.
You're
for the
like,
bus.
baby, of course.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked.
I wish I'm crying.
I mean, we've all been there. It's good.
And then we get there and I'm like, oh, okay, so like let's go pick a hotel. He was like, I've not got money for like to give like anything to the hotel. And so like I'm putting down money like on the hotel, and then we're out at restaurants, and when the bill comes, he's literally looking the other way, right?
No.
And then eventually we were there for 10 days in total. Maybe it got to maybe like day 5, and I said to him, I feel kind of upset because you've not brought any money. You're eating at restaurants with me and looking
Yeah,
at it.
you're coming along for the whole
When I
thing.
tell you the narcissist that this man was and the absolute idiot I was, he then got upset with me. Well, if you're going to humiliate me for the fact that I've not got any money. And I went, think
Good
about what you
God.
just said in that sentence.
Good God.
Think about what you just said in that sentence. And I, into the point where I had to apologize to him and go, I'm so sorry. Like, obviously I'm happy. And then I eventually went back to London, and I covered the whole thing. He didn't have bus money to go back. Bro did not bring any money outside of the country. You remember a few episodes ago we did no money on a date, when a guy brought no money on a date when he dated my friend.
Yeah.
Imagine no money in another country. Imagine that embarrassment.
Actively
And then
insane.
I went back to the UK, and where he was broke as fuck and I was broke as a uni student, he was like, we were never going to see each other. So we were doing this long distance, and we were never ever basically going to see each other because he was never going to have money. If we were going Ghana again, I was flying there. I was paying for it. And where I struggled with this, and where I broke up with him, and when I broke up with him, Annie, he went crazy. He literally went so crazy. He was like screaming at me down the phone. And you know when someone sends you hate messages, he was sending me like hate messages. He's like, I fucking hate you. I hope you die. You're a piece of shit. You know, I hope you get murdered.
Oh my
he was
God.
Oh my God. No, it was bad. He was saying all this stuff to me, and then I wouldn't reply. So I would just open the message and close it. And at one point he was like, fucking reply to my messages.
To your death threat? What? No, thank you. What do you want me to... Oh no, I hope I don't die. What do you want me to say about it?
And so when I tell you that experience put such a bad taste in my mouth...
It would.
And so you got to be careful, because when I think long distance, I used to think about those people who are on like internet relationships. Have you ever been in one of those?
That sounds very... what's the name of the show? 90 Day Fiancé vibes sort of thing. Oh my God. I don't know if I've talked about it before, but I've only seen one episode with like a Colombian girl from Medellin, actually.
With Tim and Melissa. I know who they are, baby.
I love like their government names and everything. Yeah, they come out in minute 4 and episode 6 is what they have it. No, but no, I've never been in like a what did we call them? Online relationship?
Online.
Is that what you called it?
When I think long distance sometimes.
No. So my main long distance, I would say, was with somebody I met at uni. He was doing exchange there while I was doing like my full degree. And then we decided to do long distance, which we did for about 6 months. This man took my virginity. So it was a very special relationship for me.
Oh,
I know. I thought he was the love of my life at that time, but like, oh well. And so I remember while we were doing long distance, I'm so embarrassed. He would say,
nothing is more embarrassing than me paying for a guy to come to Ghana. Don't worry.
It's so hard to be young and dumb, bro. And so he would say that we should move to India and live off the land. And I remember telling my dad about that, and he was like, first of all, you hate the land. How are you gonna live off it? And I was like, oh yeah, right, I hate being outside. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. But he was just like, where? And he was, I think my dad managed it well enough where he was just like, don't make any, I was in my second year while we were doing long distance. So I still had like 2 more years to go, which ended up being 3 because I didn't graduate on time, but whatever. But he was like, yeah, like just don't make any decisions. I don't think he was very like, no, you will not move to India to live off the land, because I would have been like, but I love him. And you know, I would have like fought for it. He was very much like, do whatever you want as soon as you graduate. And he kind of like pushed the ball forward a little bit. I feel like that helped because it didn't feel like I had to like fight for the right to love him and, you know, whatever. Oh my Lord. But we did break up because obviously there was no plan, right? So like that was kind of like the main thing at the time, is that we had no future at all. Like there was no plan for him to come back from the Netherlands. I was in Canada. Like there was no plan for me to move there. And that was that. And then 12 years later, we reconnected. And that was my other long stretch of long distance. Very different, because the first time around, I was 19 and he was 21. And then I was 31 and he was 34, 32, 33. Yeah. This is not a math podcast. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Sorry. We had birthdays throughout, so I couldn't remember at what age he started. So we did long distance again, this time with the plan of him moving to Colombia. So that was kind of like what made it, or like what made me sign up for it initially, because he was like, listen, like I'll do this, I'll do that. And we had also kind of like a 3-month deadline, not deadline, but like a 3-month period where we'd make sure to like fly to like one location and the other. And I don't think that the relationship ended, but not at all because of the distance, but rather because of the fact that my dad got sick and he cried more about it than I did. And I had to babysit this grown man while I was going through like one of the hardest days of my life. So that did it, but it was definitely not the long distance relationship at all. And I think long distance can be fun. 100%. Yeah. Like if you have a plan for it, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I love sexting. So I think it's like exciting, it's like good, but it's hard when like your partner doesn't know how to do it, or doesn't do it like on the same style. Yeah, it's hard. We're old,
Baby,
Loretta. It's hard to like change the ways of a man right now.
I can teach a man. I can teach
think
a
so?
man, baby. Absolutely.
Maybe I should just kind of like delegate it to you and be like, Loretta's gonna teach you how to sext me, and then just be ready and do the thing.
When I was in my last long distance relationship, so I think I said this actually in episode 1, he was someone who was just like, he had never done sexting before, he had never done videos, he had never done anything. Yes. And like I said, I wore him down.
True. Yes, right? You did say this. Yes, I love it.
I was like, papi, ¿no quieres mi arepa?
Wait, what was her name? I learned it the other day. I just forgot.
Rebecca
la arepa. Oh, so good. So good.
And to the point where he would be the person initiating it. There was a time, God forgive me, I'm not even going to say my friend's name, but my friend and I were in a very small apartment together, and she was literally like a fingernail away on the other side of the door, and I was putting my finger in my ass, doing what I had to do for my man. because
There's not one
babe.
episode that escapes the finger in ass allegations. Like this is a finger in ass podcast. Like, at
No,
this
for
point.
real. Because
Yes.
on that specific moment, he wasn't really someone to normally ever initiate it. But that moment,
Right,
literally,
right,
we were like
right.
together. He was like, "Take off your clothes," and I was like, "No, I have to." Like,
Yes,
this
yes.
is so unlike you, and I'm here to lift my
No,
king
no, 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 no,
up.
no, no. You know, and you have to go with it. Like, I think that's
have to.
that's a very like delicate. I think that if somebody has a little bit of like a difficulty or like doesn't actively do it too often, the moment that they like lean into it, you have to
Mhm.
lean in hard, because if not, I think I think it's very vulnerable for them to do it. And if
It
you don't
is.
like meet them there for no, you have to
You
play along.
actually have to. Yeah, yeah.
If this is what you want from your partner, right? Like if you want them to be able to like open up like that, then you have to be able to meet them there. Like
Yeah.
it's so important.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You absolutely have to. And so I might even go as far as to say I actually think long distance is not a bad idea in any way, shape, or form. Because the
I don't
things
think
that
it is,
people
no.
quote, yeah, because the things that people quote about, oh, it's a terrible idea, like, oh, what if they're with someone else, or this, and that. And there were challenges. Like I found that
For sure.
I'm already a very intense person. I
Okay.
became extra super intense as a person.
Okay. And
'Cause
how would you see that? Or like where would you see that?
I was like, baby, where are you? You know?
Oh, okay.
But-
Okay.
And I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna say it like in a crazy way, but it would be like if I'm seeing you 4 times a week or once a week or twice a week, I don't care where you are. But
Right.
like when I'm not seeing you and you've not spoken to me in 2 days, I'm like, baby, where are you?
Okay,
You know?
no. Okay, several things that I want to say about this. Number one, 2 days without speaking,
I
jail
think that's
time.
okay. Oh my God.
Nope.
That's
No, are you kidding me?
I think
I'm
that's
not saying on the phone. I'm not, but like how you go 1 day without texting me, you're not my boyfriend anymore.
fine.
I'm single. I'm
No,
sorry.
I think that's fine. Like I think you can go
No.
like you can go like 3 days if you want.
Loretta.
It's no
With-
pasa nada. Tengo mi vida.
No, of course you do, but like first of all, either you're dead or like we're not together. No. Is it no? No, I'm sorry. I guess that is a deal. I just realized that this is a thing that I had to consider in my life. I didn't know it was an option. Absolutely not.
No, I think it's
But then
fine. Creo que está bien.
Pero ¿cómo? Loretta, no. Okay, like, okay, you say it's Monday night, for example,
Okay.
whatever. Monday morning and Monday afternoon, whatever time zone. Somebody's going to bed. You say goodnight.
Uh-huh.
Tuesday comes around. Not a word.
Okay.
Wednesday, I wake up. Not another word yet. I'm like, oh, I'm single.
Oh fuck.
No?
No, for me, it's on Wednesday night. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, do you want to talk on the phone?"
Okay.
You have to reply then. Like you have to.
Oh, okay.
Because
Wait, I
that
have
for me-
actually
It's gonna piss me off.
so many questions right now. First of all,
Tell me.
phone call versus FaceTime.
Oh. So let me
Does
tell
it
you what-
matter? Do you have a preference?
It doesn't, and you can just text me as well. Yeah.
Okay.
You can just.
But
be
when you
like,
actually want to talk on the phone,
phone call.
like, right? All the way.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, the Dutch one, he always wanted to FaceTime. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And it's so, especially because, like, I love talking on the phone while I'm doing other things. It's not that I'm not paying
Yeah.
attention to you, it's that I want to go on a walk. I want to be
Yeah.
able to cook my dinner. But he always wanted us to be making, like, eye contact throughout. And I was so annoyed by
you're
it.
beautiful.
Loretta, fuck off.
you're
It's
beautiful.
no. Imagine me. I don't know. Put a poster of my face on your room, but like, don't make me be on FaceTime with you. It's so like it felt very like appointmenty. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because like I couldn't be driving and FaceTiming you, or like I mean I could, but I'm a bad driver. I would definitely crash the car. So I would not be able to do that. This is like somebody will die. So I need to just be able to be on the phone and not like actively like gazing into each other's fucking eyes. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Really?
Yes, I do. I think
So
it's also
just
very
like
like
it
Gen Z.
all.
Like those people are very into it. I don't get it.
No, so like I like talking on the phone. I also like a FaceTime. So we used to do every 2 days on the phone. And I think that's also why I was fine if like he didn't speak to me for a couple of days. Because
Right.
I know in 2 days him and I are gonna about to yap on the phone for like at
Right,
least
right,
an
right.
hour. you
Okay,
know?
yeah, fair.
And so that's why I feel fine with it. But if I message you, so you've not spoken to me, we spoke Tuesday night, Monday night, you say nothing all of Tuesday.
All Tuesday.
Wednesday morning, you've said nothing. And then if I message you on Wednesday and you don't even hit me with a quick, ay, amor, tengo chicharrón. If I don't hear that from you, hear that from you, you're dead.
Okay.
Because you need to just take a quick second just to be like, hey, I can't. Literally,
that's the thing. And like, I don't care if you're, especially, for example, with the time difference, again, very Eurocentric of me, but I've only ever done like essentially like European time versus Eastern time. Usually whoever is on the Europe side of things, which I have been and like my partners have been, that person texts first in the morning because your day has begun earlier. And then whoever is on the other side of the world, the Eastern side of the world, texts last. Like, okay, I'm going to bed, whatever. And then that's kind of like you pick it up the next day and then the other person. But like if I would wake up in Colombia with my partner who woke up 6 hours before me to not a message, either he's deceased again or we are divorced.
But I do understand that like sometimes you can be driven crazy by a man. Like, I want to tell you about the drama that's been going on in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, baby.
Correct, I've heard about the place, yes.
Ooh, the place where I am from. So, there were some influencers. These are British influencers. Keep your expectations low. This is not Kim Kardashian.
Adjust your expectations.
Allegedly. Hey, did you hear that?
Allegedly. Correcto.
Gabrielle, who is a medium-time influencer. I think she used to be on X Factor. I don't know. I didn't research this very well.
It's fine. All by
X Factor used to be... Yeah. And X Factor used to be a singing competition.
Yeah, it's kind of like American Idol vibes. Okay.
She was dating a guy. No one seems to really know who the guy is, blah, 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 blah. Okay. The guy apparently also starts dating another girl called Klaudia with a K.
Okay.
Gabrielle is driven to the brink of insanity. And Annie, let me tell you exactly what happened. It's the middle of the night. I don't know, 1 a.m. It could have been 3 a.m. It could have been 6 o'clock in the evening. I did not research this well. Gabrielle gets into her car and then she drives through central London, goes to where Klaudia is. And I quote, she sees her, floors the car, as in like pushes her foot down on the gas, rams Klaudia into a building. I'm not finished. I have not finished. She rams into her into a building. Gabrielle reverses and then rams straight back into her to make sure she's properly dead. And it's not funny. It's not funny.
No.
That's not why we're laughing.
No. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So many questions.
Tell me.
Is this recent?
Yeah. 2 days ago.
Okay. Holy fuck. How? Oh my God. I'm like...
Obviously, Klaudia is extremely dead. Obviously, Klaudia is no longer a
with us.
She's no longer a member holder of life on Earth.
She no longer has a life membership.
Holy fuck. She's dead. But people are saying that it's because she was driven to the point of jealousy because Klaudia was like with her man or something.
Yes. Imagine. Okay. So I want to ask about this. Like, where? Okay. Gabrielle is with Pepito. Whatever. Were they a public couple?
I think they were just like doing things behind closed doors.
Okay. And was Klaudia public about Pepito? Either? No. Okay. So all of this is going on behind closed doors to some extent. But she, for whatever reason, finds out about Klaudia being with this man.
And when I tell you that Gabrielle, she not only ran over Klaudia, she like hit 2 bystanders nearby. I just think the bystanders aren't dead. She was like, apparently she went blind with rage.
Loretta.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Hardly. But I mean, I know these things exist, but this is wild.
Imagine you were the friend that told her. Oh, no. Yeah, do you know that your man... Because it's a similar thing, like I keep bringing up with Tory Lanez and Meg the Stallion.
Yes,
where Tory was sleeping with Meg and he was sleeping with that other girl as well. And then they found out which I found out because I watched a video about it literally today. I think it was either Kylie or Kendall Jenner's party. One of them threw a party.
Okay.
And that's where they found out. She was like, are you fucking... And literally she was like, Meg was like to Tory, like, are you fucking my friend? And they were like, oh, yeah. And so...
Not that, oh, yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I guess I am.
Oh dear. Because my thing is this. I have been a fool for a man. I paid for that little
Yeah.
piece of shit, Eniola. I paid for him to come to Ghana, right? I have
Oh
been a fool
girl.
for a man.
Yeah.
Don't go to prison for a man.
No,
Please.
please don't. Please don't.
Because she's being charged with murder. Because people are saying, like, oh, maybe she could have gotten manslaughter. But that reverse back and slam down
Oh,
again? No, babes.
the doubling down
The doubling down.
on murder.
And when I tell you it happened in like our Soho district, popular place, like after a club, something like that, early Sunday morning, she just went, yeah, you off this planet today. Why? Over a man.
Holy fuck.
Over a
Holy
literal
fuck.
man.
I
I've
honestly, no, like we've talked about jealousy and toxicity and all this stuff before, but like the level of like, because this can't be the man. This has to be her. You know what I mean? Like this is inside of you, I think.
Yeah.
Is that bad to say? Like, because like
No,
you're like
you're right.
at a level. I get being upset. I get being mad. I get like, I don't know, following your man and like waiting to see which building he comes out of, whatever. But because I know people that do that. But like to actively like kill the other person, that is to run them over with your fucking twice.
Twice.
Loretta.
To hit
And
the
also,
people.
why the girl? Again, why didn't she kill the motherfucker? I'm sorry. No, what I was gonna say, I can't remember how I was gonna start the sentence, but the thing is that yes, love will fuck you up. Yes, heartbreak is the deepest, most consuming pain you can feel. You even feel it in your body, you feel it in your veins. I remember going through like a terrible breakup where I would say that I felt like a burn victim, like my skin hurt, you know? I get it. I get it. The pain is so extreme. But to go out and kill someone,
Crazy.
like, girl, I'm sorry. What other steps did we take in between? Like, did we try a psychiatrist?
Exactly.
Did we medicate ourselves a little bit?
Could
Maybe
we even
move. Maybe get bangs.
Could we get under another man? That's not a healthy thing to do, but it's better than killing someone.
It's far better than ramming your car into somebody twice or like
Honestly.
poisoning their fucking children.
Maybe we explore our sexuality. Maybe pussy's on the table now. There
Maybe
are things
it is
that
on
could
the
have been
table.
done. You know?
Many things. Have you heard about dyeing your hair?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Gain
like
a bit of weight.
Yeah, spend
That
money
will work.
responsibly. Go shopping, girl.
Ruin your
Like,
credit a little.
A
Over going to
little.
prison.
Anything over going to prison for a fucking man.
There are so many things I would not tolerate from a man. I'm not going to prison for you. I'm murdering someone for you. But there are a couple of things that like I would accept as like a non-deal breaker. That I think are like kind of controversial.
All right, bring it.
For example, I can date a short man.
Okay.
Date a short man.
Okay.
I'll be patting the top of his head. I'll pat the top of his head like he's my bitch. I can date a short man.
Yeah.
That is really not.
You can put a little hat on him and eat, you know,
Exactly.
just like gummies from the top of his head. Okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm not going to do too short. Not because there's something wrong with a short man. I have dated a short man. I am 5'10", so I'm 178 centimeters. I have dated someone who's 5'3". I don't know how tall that is in centimeters.
I don't know either. Our producer will let us know.
Okay, sure. And I dated him. It was not a problem for me whatsoever that he was short.
It's 160. Oh, that's short.
He was half a man, literally.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a problem for me at all. I loved him. I did not love him at all. I thought I loved him.
That's good enough at the time. Yeah.
But when I tell you it was the biggest problem in the world for him, he was like, oh, Loretta, you tall piece of shit.
Oh my god. It's complicated when something is not a deal breaker for you, but the man carries it as if it should be.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Syndrome.
Like, I'm fine with it, but like, you have to let it go as well.
Of course, and he could not. And that's why I don't go too short now. Because some of those men, baby, I said some. I didn't say all. Some of those short men are angry. They're so angry. And they're out here, you know, they can barely see over person in front of them at the cinema, but they're at home getting so angry.
Instead of bringing a little booster seat,
Exactly.
they're getting so
They're out
mad.
here, they're getting pissed off at the whole world. Did I make you short? Shit, it's mostly genetic. Blame your mother.
Yeah. And again, I'm with you. That means I don't care.
But would you date a short guy? And what are your
No, girl.
deal breakers?
No, my
like,
sweet
I
love.
stand
I
with
wouldn't.
you.
No, like I will support you through anything. And listen, life is terrifying, and I feel like we have a saying, "De ese agua no beberé." Like you can never say never. Like you can never say, like when you say you don't want soup, you get 2 bowls. Like I am scared of like putting this out into the universe.
Okay.
But short is not for me. I am sorry. I so many other things that I will put up with. Just kidding, not that many. But like for me, for example, bald men, hard yes. I love that. But I know some people, especially like think that it's a bigger deal than it is. Religion is a deal breaker for a lot of people, and it's not for me. I think I've been through a lot with religion, but I don't think that I care as long as we're like on the same page as far as like values go. I think I'm okay with that. Like I don't think that it's like too much of a big deal for me. We did do a little poll on our social media, Loretta. Do you want to hear some of the answers that we got?
Please.
So Susana replied to our question, and many other people did as well. Hi, Susie, we love you. Because we were asking specifically, what are your non-deal breakers? And everybody, not everybody, but many people were like, everything is a deal breaker.
No, I get it though.
It's rough out there. It's so rough out there. However, we did have some that were very interesting. Tara submitted that it's not a deal breaker for her how many people you've slept with or what your past is. So obviously she did kind of like make the, like the clarification that, well, if you were a terrible person or like abusive to your ex-partner, like that sort of thing, obviously like it is a deal breaker. Otherwise, whatever happened before her, she doesn't care. So, whatever is in your past is in your past. She doesn't care how many people you've slept with. She doesn't care about any of it. That is her non-deal breaker. From Chelsea, we got height, which is very similar to yours. It's kind of like the same answer. Okay. So I'm going to keep it there. Paying for dates. So she doesn't really care who has to pay for the date. It's not
I agree with that one as well.
I do not. One bit. I know. It's hard. From Maria Clara, I thought this one was very interesting. She prefers partners that have children because she doesn't want to have children. I know, this is a complicated one. She doesn't want to have children of her own, but she likes children enough that she does want to be like a proxy parent to some capacity. Okay. And she wants like her partner to have that aspect of their life checked off.
Okay, I understand her.
Why is it an actual deal breaker for you?
Because the loser I was describing in the first part of this podcast was a loser with a child. And
fuck off!
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
When he was 17, he got his girlfriend pregnant. She was 16, I believe. They had a baby. And let me tell you the full story very quickly. When I met them, obviously brother's next door neighbor. So when I met them, I met the little girl and I was like flirting with her father. I was flirting with Ennie. That was his name. I went, whose kid is this? And he was like, it's my brother's kid. And then I went, oh, okay. And then as I was getting to know him and he was fingering me throughout the days, I was like, oh yeah, tell me about yourself. He was like, yeah, so like, I'm an only child. I said, hold on. I said, wait a minute. Where's her father? And he was like, okay, yeah, like she's my daughter. That was red flag number 1.
That is.
I glued my eyes shut to those red flags because that was a huge red flag.
Fair.
And I was just like, because he was just like, listen, I feel kind of embarrassed about it. So like I normally lie to people. That's a huge red flag. Claim your child, yeah? What's done is done.
Go.
And I dated him for a couple of months. And when I tell you, Annie, he hated his daughter. Like he hated
that is
yeah.
No. Yeah, no.
Like she was a huge inconvenience to him. There was a time where she went to live with her mother for like the summer. So this like gal was gone for weeks, if not months.
Yeah.
With her mother. And her mum just lived on the other side of town because her mum was home. Even the mum was a bit shitty because the mum was away for university. And so she lived with Ennie and his mum. And so her grandmother was one who looked after her. And so over the summer, she went and lived there for weeks, if not months. He did not go and see her even one single day. He did not call her on the phone.
How far away are they?
or just across town, half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I mean, I know he has to take a bus to go to another country, but like, but they're in the same. Okay, no.
Which is why I could never, and it put such a horrible taste in my mouth because I just saw how poorly she was treated. And
Oof, that's rough.
I don't know if it's in my soul to immediately have feelings, strong feelings for your child the way I have for you at the same time.
Ooh, no. I don't, is that expected?
Whereas I feel like some people do expect that. Some people are like,
that's rough.
You better love my kids. You better love my kids. I better know that you love my kids. And I went, what? And imagine like, Annie, what if the kid's a little fucking shit? What if,
no, and they exist.
What if the kid's unlovable? I couldn't.
not full unlovable. What if this is the actual worst child on earth? On the other hand, I used to hook up with this guy, honestly, just because he was hot, because he was so like a shell of a human. Like going out with him, I was like, oh, this is like what bimbos do for like some guys. I was like, okay, I get it. Like I honestly, I just wanted to run into my ex while I was with him. That's all I was doing.
I understand.
Because like the sex wasn't good at all. Yeah, no. So everything was terrible. But I met him through my friend's. He was my friend's boyfriend's brother, right? So I knew of him through them. I knew he had children. I knew he was divorced. I knew the whole thing. The entire time that we hooked up, he said he had no children. And I knew he did. So I would kind of just like poke fun at him because I didn't want to have a relationship with him anyway. So I didn't really care about him being an honest man. I needed him for one particular thing, and I was running into my ex. Yeah. And so I really didn't give a fuck. I'd go to his house and he'd be like, don't open that door. And I knew it was the kid's room. It was insane. I remember like Father's Day happened and I was like, oh, so what did you guys get up to for Father's Day? And he was like, why? What day? What father? What? It was so ridiculous. But then again, like this made me not respect him at all, right? Because he wasn't a father. He wasn't I mean, he was a father, but he wasn't like a father that, like, why would you lie about having children? It's so weird. It's so weird, especially somebody that kind of like knows you through your extended family. Like, I know my friend's boyfriend was an uncle. You know, I know they would hang out with like his nieces and nephews. So it's so weird. That's a huge, huge red flag for me.
There are so many reasons to feel disgusted by a man. What you have just described is, I don't know, number 1 billion on a forever growing list.
For sure.
Of course. And do you know what is actually not a deal breaker for me? And this is going to sound so toxic and so controversial. I actually think I prefer to date someone who makes less money than me.
Loretta. That is the controversial.
I said it.
Okay, well, illustrate. Show your work. I'm amazed.
I have maybe once dated someone who made more money than me, and that was a perfectly fine situation. And I think the reason I have been radicalized is because when I was at university, they did a poll of women, mostly women of color, and they asked these women in a women-only space, and they said, if a man makes less money than you, do you consider him to be less of a man? Before I give what they said, what do you think?
I assume they said yes. No?
The question was, what do you think? Do you think a man is less of a man if he makes less money?
Oh, what do I personally think?
Yes.
I thought what did the girls in the room thought, and I was like, oh, for sure they said yeah. It's just the wording less of a man is aggressive, I would say. I don't think he's less of a man.
Yeah. Okay. In the group, basically every single woman said, yes, he is.
Yeah, I can imagine. Also, because they're not on a podcast.
Yeah, I know. They're trying not to get cancelled.
I'm scared.
And I just find that I really try and challenge a lot of these patriarchal, anti-feminist, misogynistic rhetorics. And I really try and challenge them in like every single perspective. When I hear like a video, when I watch a Facebook reel and sis has come in and said, yes, and my husband asked me to quit my job. The fuck?
Ooh, I know. That scares me.
He's like, and he's not going to say, and in a lot of these cases, it's because you make less money than him. That's why
Yeah.
he can maybe use 1 gram of reasoning to bamboozle you.
And also
But there are
because you're more effective to him as a houseworker
mm-hmm,
than as a breadwinner.
exactly. And on top of that, I find that some men, I didn't say all men, I said some, in fact, most.
Not all
They are
men, but
people,
always a man.
always a man. They are people who, the moment you as a woman in a heteronormative relationship, the moment you make more money than him, he starts acting a fool. He starts acting a fool. I was watching one of these like couples therapy shows. So there's couples therapy in the US, but there's also a UK version.
Okay, cool.
Annie, this couple came on when they first started, they had been together for years. I think they even maybe had a child together. And when I tell you they were in therapy all these years later, because he was like, when she first started dating me, I felt like she just kind of felt sorry for me. Do you know how
Ooh.
humiliated I felt where she turned up to the day in an Audi? I don't know, put some numbers and some
Ugh.
letters for a nice Audi. Do you know how
Yeah.
embarrassed I felt? I turned up in a Vauxhall Corsa. I don't know if you know what a Vauxhall Corsa is, but it's
No,
like
thank God. And I don't
it's
know
a
if I
shitty
care.
little, it's a shitty little
Yeah, it's
car,
like,
but who
it's
gives
that
a
whatever
fuck?
vehicle. Yeah, yeah.
It's like a whatever, but like there's nothing, it's still a car. Cars are expensive. He was like, do you know how humiliated I felt coming to the day and she had a nicer car than me last year. So all these years later, he went, last year I made enough money, I bought an even better car than she had. And it was like he was trying to one up her. And then she was saying to the therapist, and as she has previously said to him, I literally did not care. I saw your
Oh my
car, I
God.
still dated you, I still fell in love with you, I still had children with you.
No,
And for
sleeping with
him,
the enemy. I'm sorry.
honestly, and literally the therapist was like, she does not care. And it's not, you know how sometimes people say, oh, I don't care, but really at home I'm giving you the goat eye because I care. You
Right,
could
right,
really
right.
see she did not give a damn, whereas he did. And I think that's one of the reasons why I have such a controversial view, because I think it's a test for a man in a way. And I know that
I
maybe you
see it.
shouldn't
I
be
see
testing
it.
men. I get that you
No,
shouldn't be
but
testing men. I get it, right?
also,
Julianne,
why
I'm
not?
sorry. I know you shouldn't be testing men, but I
Here
find
comes
that like when
Julian. I, you're actually, I'm like questioning myself right now because I
see.
don't, yes, no, totally. I don't think that they're less of a man at all, at all. I do fear being in that dynamic myself, if that makes sense. So like
Okay.
I don't love dating someone that makes less than me because I don't want to be in the position where this man, I feel like jealousy in men is like a very interesting thing to witness, the way that it's expressed. Um, I've had it in many ways because my career has been very, like creative, and I've been able to like build my business on my own and being, self-employed. I find it very curious how I get men telling me how to do my business or recommending how to do things or all of these things where they've always just been, in like an office job. I think we've discussed this before as well. And I remember this guy I was dating. He had a roommate and I had just moved in like alone to like my first alone apartment. And he was supposed to like come out and help. He came and saw it. And I
Uh-huh.
saw the look on his face of like, I think he like jealousy. I don't even know how else to describe it. Like he was like he wasn't happy for me. I could tell that he wasn't
No.
happy or excited about the place that I had gotten. And then he couldn't help me move because he hurt his back, quote unquote. I don't think he did.
Okay,
'Cause
sure.
he was fine a few days later. And then he got mad at me because of the man that did come out and help. And I was like, well, you couldn't help. So I had to get my guy friends to come. But I think it was pure. And I don't know if it's envy or jealousy. I use them interchangeably and I don't care. So I could see it, and I could see it in his face, and it's just the most, that feeling is like gut wrenching. Like you're supposed to be happy for me, and instead of that, I can see you looking around, tallying up, trying to find something to criticize, trying to have an opinion on how much it is, instead of just being delighted that I have that wonderful place. And you who are dating me also, by extension, have a place, because like your other place, there's a roommate, and so it's not as comfortable for us.
Yeah.
But there was not a gram of joy in this man's eyes. And so I think that for me has translated a little bit into just trying to like not put myself in that position. But I'm realizing that I make myself smaller maybe to like not risk that. Does that make sense? Like,
It
I don't want to
does. It
ruffle any
does.
feathers. I don't want to allow myself to see that or to cause that, because I know it will ruin the relationship for me. I know I will never see this man again. I know it'll be over for me. So I think from the get-go, I try to avoid dating somebody that I know makes less than me,
No.
because
And
I don't want to be in that position. But I'm just realizing, Loretta, this is fucking therapy, bro. How much do I
Yeah.
owe you? I just, because I thought I knew what I like and what I don't like, but I'm just kind of like putting together why.
You see? You see?
Wow.
You see? I'm telling you. Everything is patriarchy.
No, for real,
Everything
bro.
everything literally is. It literally, and I try and challenge myself for some of these things, to the point where I said to someone else challenged me, and they said, personally, I want someone who maybe makes more than me so they can guarantee my lifestyle. I have another girlfriend who said, what if I lost my job? I want to know that I'm okay, not scraping by on his tiny little salary. Listen, you must have money for us to eat frisbee. We must
Right.
have money for KFC. No, I'm
Yes.
sorry. There has to be money to eat chicken at least.
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
not
yes, yes,
dating
yes, yes, of
someone
course.
who,
Of course.
like, I watched a video, there was a guy who was like, I'm homeless, like, and listen, I mean street homeless. He was like, I'm homeless and I try and approach women to date me. They don't want to date me because they find out I'm homeless. Sir, you need to be tackling your financial battles
Yes.
before you begin to
Yes.
tackle battles
Yes.
of love.
Let's get
And
a few things straight.
straight, yeah. And he was just like, yeah, you're looking down on me. I'm not gonna date someone who is barely making ends meet and they're gonna be saying, ay, la neta, me prestas now.
Right.
I'm gonna kill
Yeah.
you.
That's a whole other dynamic. Like, we're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
signing
yeah,
up
yeah,
for
yeah.
that. No.
I've done that. I've done that many times in my life. I'm not doing that again.
In my mind, Loretta, because of some relationships that I've seen pretty up close and personal, there is a personality type, a man, and also this is Colombia, right? And so we have to understand kind of like the willingness of a man to be quote unquote less of a man, less of like that manly role in being the provider is a little loaded, I find. And I find that the type of men that I've seen, again, that allow themselves to be provided for are also men that are what we call aprovechados.
Oh, the takers.
The taker. So I think that's where it scares me. So I know of somebody that he would get his girlfriend to pay for a trip to Europe.
God forbid.
And no, and like fully like trip, cruise, everything. And then I was speaking to her recently, and we were talking about online sims and like what you can install or not on your phone to like use in Europe. And she said, oh, last time we went, so and so, I'm not gonna say his name. Oh, he's so stubborn. He didn't even want to get a sim. So I was the one that got a sim, and like I would share data with him. And I was like, no, he's cheap and he wouldn't even buy a sim. It's not that he's stubborn. So because this personality, no, literally. And so that I think is what I'm just like, I could never deal with an approachado. I could never deal with a vividor. And that's where I fear this whole like challenging of the patriarchy of it. Because I think this person that I'm speaking about would kind of like shield herself in that, being like, well, I don't need, I don't need this and I don't need that. And I'm independent and I make enough money and all of these things. And I was just like, you do, but this man is fully taking advantage of you, which is what I think I couldn't. Yeah, that is the line. That's the line.
You have to have your own money. I'm not paying your rent. You want to go Europe? Go and find European money, right?
Yeah.
Busca la
Go and find European.
Go and find European money.
Yes.
But whereas I feel like sometimes, and I can speak for like Nigerian culture, for example, people use it as a benchmark for a good man. People use it for,
yes,
but he pays for Ansel.
Right, yeah, but he's a terrible piece of shit.
And he's literally a piece of shit. And I'm sorry, Annie, but I find that so many women are just letting that slide lately.
No, I agree. I completely agree. I totally agree. And listen, I want to keep talking about this, but I gotta go. Call me later?
Yeah, absolutely.
Call me later. Hello? No, pero llámame ya.
Episode 10.
That was
okay.
long.